in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. On the move to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Looking to throw, it's French. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Made a defender miss. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Knights right after the huge play through the air back to the line. To throw, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Back to pass. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. The short hands, it's Watson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Man, sometimes these receivers / running backs just make you look good. 3rd down, everything covered. Nice defensive coverage, drop back, taking away option 1, taking away option 2. But how about the running back slipping out of the backfield, catching the football behind the line of scrimmage, but giving great effort, making the big play for this offense to move the sticks.
The run inside. It's Watson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, go.
To the air, it's Barnett. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Johnson. Creates a little room. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback running on the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And play stopped for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And the Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Here's a little room there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's French. Got his man on the outside. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move. It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Breaks, got some room, headed to the goal line. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Here's a heat, and it's a sack.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, UCF! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the run, it's Payne. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's French. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Perry. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Scanning the field, it's French. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Smashes ahead. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe a crease. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's French. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's French. Uncorks one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Grover.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on tape.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Timeout called. Cincinnati using it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's French. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got a man, it's Gibson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quick completion on the out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's BYU chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They go right back to him. Tackled there by the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Swings it out to his running back. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Johnson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's French. Pocket breaking down. Buying some time. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Here's a give to Watson. Nice move there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Here's Duke one more time. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the air. It's Barnett. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Knights will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Gonna look downfield again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Perry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Gibson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pulls it in with one hand.
You just cannot coach that type of athleticism. That was an incredible one-handed grab. You could practice that over and over and over and not come down with that one.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCF! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's French. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the... Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I can hear every fan. If we were going to throw it, why didn't you just keep the quarterback in there? But you try to catch him off guard. You try to make the big momentum play, but it doesn't work. And now the defense needs to come out here, bail you out, and create some momentum back on your side.
Looking for space. It's Payne. Could be an alley. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Perry. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Timeout called, Cincinnati using it second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Here comes the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Back to pass, it's French. Oh, they're after him. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Perry. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. How about this? These guys are going for two. They'll go to the air. It's caught for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals.